Welcome to forehanddomination.com. My name is Kevin Garlington, and in this video you're going to learn the 6 mistakes that you could be making in your forehand that could be stopping you from hitting more winners and winning more matches. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 1 has to do with the way you coil your body in the beginning of the stroke. A lot of times you hear people tell you, get the racket back, which means sometimes just taking the arm back. When you're coiling, you really want to focus on coiling your entire upper body. The reason why this is important is because starting off with this coil makes your body become a spring. And the more you can coil up and use the tension in your core and your legs, and you can use that to create more racketed speed and power. You tend to make more mistakes on your forehand when you arm the ball. If you notice when I'm moving my arm, you're not seeing my body rotate. I'm not using what I call the biggest muscles in my body to hit the ball. Your arm is a strong muscle, but it's not as strong as using your core and your shoulders to rotate. So the very first thing you want to do is really focus on coiling when you take the racket back and not just taking the racket back with your arm. Okay, so now I want to show you what exactly this looks like so you can go out and practice this. What I mean by coiling and what I mean by just taking a racket back. Now, I'm going to show you the incorrect way, and we're going to follow up with the correct way. A lot of times you hear, get your racket back. And this means you're just taking your racket back. You haven't committed with your shoulders, or you're not using your hips. What I mean by coiling is making sure that we're going to coil and take your shoulders back. 2 key things to make sure that you're coiling when you take your racket back is by using your opposite arm or hand to push the racket back. And this will automatically take your shoulder back with it. One other thing you can do to make sure that you're coiling is I call tucking your shoulder under your chin. When you push the racket back, you're looking over your shoulder, and your chin is tucked over your shoulder, or I should say your shoulder is tucked under your chin. And this will make sure that you're always coiling the correct way. So make sure the next time you go out on the court, you really focus on the first move is to coil your shoulders and not just take the racket back.